Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome to Skilled Apple. Today we're visited by Harry of Pixel Trickery, developer of A House of Many Doors. How you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I am doing awesome. So let's just jump right into it. What can players expect from A House of Many Doors?
Well, it is a very heavily kind of story-based game. It involves a lot of, there's a bunch of writing in it that I've spent the last kind of year putting together. There's dozens of characters you can recruit. You're basically riding a mechanical train on mechanical legs through this dark, weird dimension called the House, which is this parasite dimension that latches onto other worlds and steals things from there. So it's just full of things from hundreds and hundreds of other worlds that you encounter. It's kind of weird fiction. There's a lot of really weird things you can run into along the way. I've just tried to make a big kind of dark exploration-based RPG, which hopefully is something that people enjoy.
Mm-hmm. And you were talking about all that work you put into all the different dialogue, I guess, if you will, the words. And it says on the Steam page over 300,000 words of branching original story. What can we actually expect with that huge amount of content in terms of replayability? Or in other words, do you think there's high replay value there?
I think I've almost put in too much replay value. I'm not saying that as like a humble brag kind of thing. Like literally, I think if I was to go back and develop this game again, I'd try to do it a bit less because there is stuff in there that's kind of needless. Like I think every quest line has multiple ways it can end, and some of them branch massively very early on. There's one quest line which involves choosing which newspaper you want to work with, and it's literally just like a massive, completely different story depending on which newspaper you decide to work for and which news items you decide to pursue and write about.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it is really cool, but also players will only be able to experience one of those three over the entire game, and maybe I'd change that if I went back, but it's there now, so yeah, I can definitely say that it is got a lot of replay value.
Alright, well that sounds pretty good. It's always nice to have some replay value. So let's get to the important questions. Alright, I'm asking real questions. You ready for this one?
Yes.
Can I make love to an oil rig?
You absolutely can, and that is the number one selling point for the game. If I could afford to put out advertising prime time on TV, that would be what I would lead with, and in fact it would also be what I ended with. It would just consist of that promise made straight to the camera, and then it would cut to the next commercial.
Standing ovation every time it comes on.
But yeah, you can. There are several kind of esoteric, weird romance options in the game because some people can't be satisfied just with man or woman alone.
So obviously you gotta throw in an oil rig.
You gotta throw in an oil rig. To be fair, the oil rig does have consciousness. It's not like a kind of object love scenario entirely, although it kind of also mostly is. But you can also romance a goat man who is half goat, half man, or a kind of weird shambling agglomeration of 10 million crows all kind of weirdly fused together.
What in the world? Alright. It's gonna be a little crazy. I think I'm sticking with the oil rig, but that's good. So just for my curiosity, can you give us an example of like a crazy scenario we might be faced with in the game?
Well, quite apart from the romance stuff, which I've already kind of touched upon, I've tried to fill the game with a few different ways of encountering really strange scenarios. Obviously, I like it when players can create their own stories as well as just interacting with scripted content. So there's stuff like you can wander through the dark and then be attacked by a kind of hollowed out squid god that's been hollowed out by god hunters who like to kill gods, and so it's this kind of reanimated corpse of a kind of Cthulhu god that will attack you, and then you end up fighting it, and they will board your your train with legs, and you'll have this whole fight with it, or you can promise to obey them and then send them on their way. But then also in terms of story, in terms of scripted content, some of my favourite quests are things like one of your crew members is possessed by the ghost of an ancient city which was destroyed, and then you have to kind of help him revisit that the site of that destroyed city, and then like travel back in time and wander through this kind of strange like and see the history of the way the house came to be and stuff like that. You can help several different sides in a civil war in this kind of kingdom of like weird medieval peasants who all ride giant insects, and you can like get involved in this war and fight on one side or the other.
That's really cool.
And there are several heists. I like heists. As I was making the game, I discovered that I really enjoyed writing a good heist. So there's several different places you can heist for various things, and put your crew members in different roles and steal things, and that's always good fun.
Wow, you have loaded this game with content. I wasn't really expecting that much coming in. That is a lot of different things going on.
Working pretty hard on it.
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Enjoy it.
All right, well, that's pretty much all the questions I had. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Not off the top of my head, just that the game releases on the 3rd of February, I guess. It's important to note. So either you can, stick around and wait and watch the reviews roll in and see if it actually lives up to this, or if you want to, experience some of these things for yourself, then you can hop on that. And yeah, it's on Steam, it's on Humble Store, and it's on itch.io. So any of those stores you can pick it up at.
Alright, I think actually Humble gives you a bigger cut, don't they? Just like off the... I'm trying to think of like Steam or Humble, because whichever one gives you the bigger cut, that's the one I'm putting in the description down below.
Humble gives me a slightly bigger cut, and then Itch gives me an even bigger cut than that.
Oh, really? Well, I'll make sure to put that in the description down below. Since that's pretty much all we got for today, yeah, no problem, man. Thank you so much for being with us today, man.
That's cool. Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
All right. Don't forget to check out House of Many Doors on Steam and Twitter. And we're actually going to put it, was it Itch.io?
Itch.io, yeah.
All right, yeah. So we'll have to put that link down in the description instead of the Steam one, because we need to help the indie developers a little more. All right. Steam takes too much. All right. I'm sorry. I got to calm down. But thanks again, man, for being here.
Oh, thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right. And have a good day, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed.